Hey, hey, hey. I'm eating. It's Opinions with DEZ. I'm DEZ. I'm back with Laura Rippeth. And just in case anybody is like wants to know about some cauliflower crust pizza, it's good shit. It's from Crackers. Good shit.
It doesn't look good, but I'll trust your word on it.
When I say that it is cauliflower...
It's good by meaning healthy.
Yes! Yes! It is cauliflower crust, cheese, cauliflower, and hot sauce. And Frank's. And it tastes like Frank's on cauliflower crust. Very good. It's good. Okay, I'm going to keep eating. So listen, you got a jar. Tell me what we're doing today.
Okay, so I was watching these TikToks, because you know TikTok's my jam.
Yes, I am.
And there were these people on there talking, and they just pulled little topics out of a jar and then just talked as much as they wanted on whatever they thought about it.
I love that.
So I thought we could do that.
So I get to pick?
So yeah, you'll pick, and then you're going to have to eat quicker because you're going to have to talk too.
Oh, PDA.
Oh, PDA.
Oh, okay.
Our first topic.
Yeah, I love that.
PDA. I fucking love PDA. My husband hates it. But I have a requirement for him. I'm like, listen, you have to at least like hug me or give me a kiss if we're out all day in public at something. Like, you have to.
Yeah.
He's okay with like hugging and stuff like that, but like he absolutely hates like kissing in public. Like, I'm like, freaking make out with me in front of everybody. I don't care. but we do have that. Like, cause I'm like, it doesn't bother me. I don't want to see people like having sex out in public, like grinding on each other or like making out, tongues on their throats. But
if you're walking down the street and you're holding hands and you just lean over and give each other a kiss.
Yes.
No tongue.
Yeah, a little peck.
Just a kiss. It allows you and everyone else around you to know that you are where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, and it's sweet. My favorite is seeing really old people do it.
Oh,
I want to cry every time. I told him, I was like, that's gonna be us. That old couple sitting on a little bench holding hands and giving a little peck on the cheek. Like, I love it. That's my favorite.
I want to be that.
I want to be that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't mind it. I don't mind PDA. As long, to an extent, like I said, to an extent.
I think that it is needed. I think PDA is needed. I think people need to do it.
I like that thought. I feel like you should not be afraid to show your affection no matter where you're at.
Yes.
In a respectful way. But you should always show your affection all the time to the people that you love.
Yep.
Amen. I like it.
Eventually I'm gonna get this pizza down and I'm gonna talk in there.
You're okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. See what we got. There's some random stuff in here. Oh, there's a lot.
Oh God.
Loyalty among friends.
That's a big one.
That's a loaded topic.
It is. It's a loaded topic. I'm a little different when it comes to friends.
I have varying thoughts on this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
unpopular when it comes to this. The way that I do things, and I know that, but it's for me. But I am gonna shove this in because I do want to talk about this.
Well, I'll tell you my thought while you shove it, so you can chew. But I feel like I'm kind of a little mix of both spectrums on this. Like, I'm with some of my friends, I'm loyal to a fault. Like, I don't care what they do. Like, my best friend, I've been friends with one of my best friends in Portsmouth for like 20 years. Like, she in my eyes could probably do no wrong, and I'm gonna have her back all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But then also, like, and she'll do the same for me. But I also feel like it just depends. It depends on the situation with your friends too. Like, I am always gonna have my friends' backs. I'm always gonna support them unless they're doing something that is negative towards me. So, like, I feel like you can't have blind loyalty to people because I feel like there's a lot of fakeness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if this even makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
If there's someone that you know is completely horrible and toxic to me, and you're like one of my best or good friends, I'm not going to tell you can't be friends with them, but I would expect it. Like, you can be civil, but you shouldn't be friends.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Does this sound better?
Yes, so much better.
Thank you guys for letting me get all my food in there. I've done 2 of these back to back today. So I just want to say thank you for that. Loyalty and friend group, like I have different outlook on this too. I am different when it comes to friends. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and say that this could come a little bit from my childhood, but I'm different in the way that I love in general. And I'm also really, really quick to jump back when I get hurt.
Yes, I'm the same way. We're too forgiving.
Yes, I do feel like I'm too forgiving and I'm too overlooking. It's been brought to my attention a couple times in a few different instances, and that is that I love people more than they love me, and I don't see it because I love them so much, but people tell me, outsiders looking in, that it always seems to be one-sided.
Oh, I 100% believe that too. Like, I feel like I put in so much love toward people and so much respect, but it's not always reciprocated back. Or at least that's my perception, is that it's not always reciprocated back how I would like it to be.
And I feel like perception is such a defining quality. Like that's what makes or breaks us in terms of friends, relationships. It's all on how we perceive someone else's actions. And for a long time, even in marriage, I perceived actions that was not necessarily meant, but I was taking it because I'm up here. So when I feel like someone is coming when I feel like someone is using me, I take a step back, and I've done that a time or two. If I feel like I'm giving all my love and affection and friendship to someone and they're not giving it back to me, I step back. I'm just saying these are times that has made me totally be in my feels, have emotion, and say, okay, I have to take a step back because I'm allowing myself to be hurt in a situation that may not be intentionally meant to hurt me. But boy, did it. There's been a couple times that it really hurt me, and in the outcome, I'm like, okay, maybe it really wasn't about me. That's hard to take. It's hard to swallow. The last episode I just did on here, we talked about being a light narcissist, and that is a huge factor in light narcissism, is constantly thinking things that are done to you or about you, and it has nothing to do with you. I do.
That's how I feel with this loyalty thing. Like, a lot of times I'll think, if I see someone is like talking to someone that has been horrible to me or around someone, and I'm like,
what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Are you talking about me too with them?
Yes.
Like, are they talking about me to you, and you're like agreeing to feed their ego?
Yes.
That's the stuff that bothers me.
Yes.
But otherwise, like, if you got my back, I got your back.
I'm an open book. If I have something to say about you, whether you're in the room or not in the room, if you do become in the room and you ask me about it, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm straight up. If I say something about you, I will absolutely say it to you. I've always been that way. Maybe that's not always good, but I feel like truth is always better. So. And there is times, I'm going to say, just, you said here, like, do you ever agree with someone just to feed their ego? And I absolutely have done that.
Oh, I think we all have at some point.
I've absolutely done that, especially with friends, people that I love, even if I don't necessarily agree, if I see, and I'm not saying that I do it, I guess you could take any situation and make it good or bad, so that's probably not, but I definitely will agree with someone if they're thoroughly in their happiness, even if it doesn't necessarily, But I'm also very quick to say if someone's talking shit about someone that I love, and I don't, like I said, opinions are opinions, and you're allowed to have yours. But I'm not gonna talk shit with you, or I'm gonna try to make you see a side of them that I see.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yep, absolutely.
Like if you're saying, hey, like this person's shitty, they've done this to me or this to me, and I run into them, because that has happened on occasion. I have a best friend that I've had for 20 years, and there was a girl that she thoroughly perceived as a threat to her, and I don't know why. Again, because of past experiences, is why we do all things. But I ran into this girl, and her and I have no beef with each other. But I ran into her, and we were talking, and she had brought her up, and I simply said, like, she thinks that you're out to get her. So why does she feel that way? And she was like, I don't know. Like, I've never had an issue with her. But after having the conversation with the girl, and when I went back to my bestie, and she was like, I still don't like her, but I kind of understand. Does it make sense? Like,
I had a song pop in my head when you said that.
Sing it.
Where it goes, I don't like her, I'll think of a reason
later. Listen, hey, if you guys have not met Laura, she has defined today, she's actually told me today, sitting here, because we had some technical difficulties for about 50 minutes, and she stuck around. She stuck around. But in that time, she started...
IT today.
She was amazing IT today. She also, every time I say something stupid, she just comes back with a song lyric, and she said, I speak in song lyric.
I do.
And I love that. I've never heard someone, explain herself like that, and it was amazing. I love it. Sometimes I do that too.
I know.
Or just randomly, I'll hear a song and want to just break it down.
Which we might end up doing today.
It doesn't matter if I'm in Kroger or Walmart.
No, me either.
No, but if I want to drop it like it's hot, I'm going to drop it like it's hot, and my husband's going to be like, get up. Get up.
Oh, shoot. I love it.
Friends, back to friends. Friends are hard to come by. They
are.
Like genuine good friends are hard to come by. I have just a few close people that are my everyday, that I talk to every day, but I have a multitude of friends. Like, I have a universe of friends. Like, but they're not my dailies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I have a million friends.
I have a million acquaintances, I say, and I've got a basket full of friends.
Just a basket, yeah.
Like, the people that I would really be like, oh, like, if I would need something or just need someone to talk to, like, you're my people. And then I have my handful of, like, best friends.
Yeah. Like, I just got two. Like, I
didn't see it. I would have told you. I'm like,
oh my God, I just found it. So if you heard that, I was picking my teeth.
It's important.
It is. Friends are important. Friends are hard. My favorite kind of friend. Can I say that?
Yes.
I have all kinds of friends, but my favorite kind of friend is the kind that is willing and accepting in the fact that we are adults and our lives are crazy. So if I can't talk to you every day, it doesn't mean that I'm mad at you or that I don't love you it just means that I'm busy.
Oh, absolutely.
And I have some friends that get really in their feels because they think automatically something's wrong. But I have just a couple that I could go 6 months and not speak to. And when I do see them, it's like we never ever had that.
Like, there's been no break.
Never. Like, it was just like we just picked up right where we left off. And those are my favorite.
Me too.
Like, those are the kind of friends that I know are forever going to be in my corner because I don't have to prove to them.
Oh yeah.
That I'm here, that I love them, like they know it.
That's my best friends in Portsmouth. Like, we go a couple months at a time before we see each other or anything. And like,
it's okay.
It's okay. We get together and it's just like, catch me up on everything. And we have the best time and we laugh and we carry on and it's just so fun.
So fun.
We've tried to be a lot more mindful though of like once a month, just sending each other like little short video messages of like, this is what's been going on, miss you guys.
Yes, I
And
love that.
I love that. It's so awesome.
I'm a pretty consistent person with a good morning text. Like I have my few people, of course, you know, my husband, I talk to multiple times a day, every day. And my kid, he sends me every morning, good morning, Mom, you know, I made it, I love you. And I have 4 or 5 people that I text every day or at least 4 times a week. And I may not talk to them the rest of the day, but I wake up and I go through my little list and I say, good morning, I love you, I hope you have a great day. And I feel like that's enough. You know what I mean? Just a little bit.
It just keeps you connected.
Yeah, just a little
Yes.
bit. And it lets you know that if you do need me, I'm here. Even though I may not reach out to you again today, I'm just busy. Like, or stoned. And I forgot.
Yes, I love that. One of my best friend here in Jackson, her and I have a snap streak, and it's like 3.5 years long. Because every morning we send each other a snap back and forth.
I love that.
I've
never been big on snap.
I love it because we haven't got to hang out forever since I quit working at CPS. And like the other day, I was in my fields and I was like, I just miss you. Like I feel like we're both so busy and we need to make time for each other. But then I'm like, we literally see each other's face every morning, and like that just makes my day. That's all I need. I'm like, hey, you're still there. I'm still here.
Yeah,
it's nice. I like it.
It is. And I like I said, it's friends are hard to come by. If you do find a friend that is loyal and understanding, and they truly want what's best for you, you probably should try to keep them.
I agree.
Because I feel like they are hard to come by. Good friends is hard. I'm ready for another one.
All right, your turn.
I love these.
I know, I
love this. Oh, kids growing up.
Oh, this one's hard. Your kid is already grown.
I know.
My kids are about to hit that growing up.
I do feel like this is really hard on you right now because you're going through it.
It is. What's hard for me is, because for me, my growing up was different. Like I came here to visit, and then I just didn't go home, so I was like just kind of forced to. You're a full adult.
Yes.
So I don't know how to let them become adults.
I know.
You know?
Okay, so
what should I still be doing? What should I be letting them figure out and do? Like I want them to know how to do things on their own and be on their own and figure things out, but I also don't want them to just be like me where it's like you have no choice but to figure it all out.
Right.
If that makes sense.
So, yeah, very much sense. My childhood was different than yours, but 2, I graduated high school and got the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't wait to get out. I wanted to get away. I wanted to just for once feel free and not have to, this is just mine. I wanted to be able to make my own decisions.
Yeah.
To fail if I needed to. If I needed to fail. And I think that is hard as a parent is we don't want to see our kids fail. Ever.
No, I don't want to see them fail, but I also want to see them become self-reliant.
But they have to, but you are required to fail in life in order to succeed.
Yeah.
I mean that's just my personal perspective being, in my mid-40s. My child is completely different than me. He's 22 and still lives here. And he has zero desire to leave until he has everything that he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I did not have a pot to piss in, and I didn't care. Like I just wanted to get away. But my childhood was shitty. It was not good. It was not loving. It was not accepting. And Braid's childhood has been anything but that. Like it's always been loving and accepting, and whatever you need without question is the priority.
Mm-hmm.
You're the priority. I feel like when you have children and you set your mind to that, it makes life different. You have a choice when you have a child, how you're going to be with them, how you're going to be with yourself. And my child never had a rule.
My children had lots of rules.
My child never had a rule, and I think it's because I had so many, and I didn't really want to give him rules, but I also was like, okay, I I've told this story before, I'm going to tell it again. When he was probably 10 or so years old, I had Life 360. Maybe I said this last time you were here.
I don't think so. We have Life 360 though.
I got Life 360. It was the big thing. Everybody had it. And he was 16. I take that back. He had his license. And he said, Mom, why are you watching me? And instantly that threw up a red flag. Why should I not be watching you?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you asking? Like, why does it matter if I'm watching you? And he said, it doesn't. I'm not doing anything wrong, but I just want to know what I did for you to not trust me. And I was stunned.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What do you do with that? You've never done anything wrong. I mean, he had never, ever, and he still, to this day, he is so respectful of my home, even though it's his home. If I tell him, you know, we're going to be in bed by 10 or 11, so you need to be home or find a way to get in without disturbing us, he won't come home before you disturb us. Like, he's just so respectful. And I don't know how I got him that way. I never gave him a rule. I never told him no.
That's awesome though.
That's crazy.
Because we do have rules and they do not like them.
And they don't like them.
No, but I'm like, this is my thought on it. Like, it's not to punish, it's to protect. And also, when you grow up, no matter what you're doing, there's rules for everything you're doing in life.
There is always rules.
So I'm like, you have to be able to follow.
And I'm not
what
saying
someone
that
else
we
is
haven't
saying.
had rules.
Yeah.
There is rules, but he's never had like, hey, you have a curfew. Because he's always abided by a non-rule curfew. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's just known to come home at a decent time.
Yes, like he's
And if you have a kid that'll do that, that's great.
Yes, yes. Like, I was not that kid.
Yeah.
Like, I would hold out till the last 15 minutes before I had to be home, and then I'd be 2 minutes late, and boy, did shit hit the fan then. It was bad. But that was me as a kid. I was not one to like leave 45 minutes early and get home 15 minutes early. Fuck that. If I was going to go out, I was going to stay out till the very last minute because my rules were overbearing. So you and I, this is a discussion because it's completely different.
Oh yeah.
It's completely different.
And I was the opposite. Like, I did have like curfew basically when I was growing up, and
Yes.
I was one of those that I was getting there 10 minutes early.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
what
was
I mean.
coming home 10 minutes, and not because I was afraid I'd be in trouble or anything like that, but just like, I don't know, that's just always the rule, and I always wanted to please.
To please.
So I was like, oh, I'm coming home and I'm going to be in
I feel
time.
like I have always in a manner been a rebel. I'm always the girl that says I'm going to do what I want and ask for forgiveness later. That's probably not that. Listen,
And that's not me.
That is probably not the golden rule, so don't take my advice on that. But that is me. Like, I have always just been like, I'm going to do it and I'm going to ask for forgiveness later. But I've never really chose anything that took me down the wrong path.
No, it all worked out.
You know what I mean? Like,
They want to talk to you.
if you hear the vibration, this is one reason.
There are things in this desk you don't know about.
They're not in this desk. Them vibrating things are not in this room. No. You guys haven't seen that. You probably won't get to see that, right?
That'll be when we get to subscription.
Yes! I'm still trying to figure out how to do subscriptions.
We'll figure it out.
I need my IT girl here.
All right, you ready?
Yes, let's do.
Social media.
It's fake.
I'm
just saying.
I don't think, of course, everyone puts their best life out on social media, obviously. There's some people who put, like, some real and raw stuff,
I feel like social media is one or the other. It's either everything in my life is perfect or everything in my life is shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to share it all with you. Every splatter of shit I'm going to tell you about.
Yes. And I think it's just so, it's everywhere now.
Yeah.
And it has made, like, in regards to, like, kids, it's made them so exposed to things that they should never have been exposed to
I agree.
ahead of time, and given people such access to them.
Yes.
Not just like through like the apps and stuff like that, but even like their gaming social media, like talking stuff, like
it's insane.
It's crazy. Like, I am a firm believer in, like, our kids did not get phones until they were 7th graders. Our boy has a phone that's a whole different issue. But our girls did not get phones until they were 7th graders, and even then they weren't allowed to have social media. They had like calling and texting with people we approved, and then we finally gave them social media, Snapchat, but only like they could only have girls on it, and they could only have male family members that we approved. Like we were super strict about it because, especially on Snapchat, because at some point in time there's going to be a dick sent on it. Let's just be honest.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, that's not happening, because I said, whether you send it or you get it, that's child pornography.
It is.
And you think it disappears in 10 seconds. I said, but it's not. It's in that Snapchat cloud server forever. I told him, I worked at CPS. We had to subpoena those records. I know. It will always come back.
Yes.
And they got Facebook, though, because you can monitor that pretty easily.
Yes. Facebook is good.
And they finally got TikTok when they were in high school. And even then, our rule with social media was we have your usernames and passwords.
Yep.
We can log in at any point in time and check it to see what you're doing. And there were some times I'm glad we did, because we saw stuff we didn't want to. And now that they've gotten older, we don't check it nearly as often as we used to. Like, it used to be once a week, everyone was getting phone checks. You were getting your stuff looked at.
I want to go out on. I want to make a statement here. I have a boy.
Yes.
And I don't want to say that there's a difference, and there should not ever be made a difference, but there is a difference. Men don't normally get raped.
No, and this is my husband's favorite quote. He said, with our son, we only have to worry about
one dick.
His dick. With our girls, we have to worry about infinity dicks.
Everybody's dick. Every other dick, yes. Yeah. And I feel like, just as a parent, I wasn't blessed with a daughter. And I'm sad about that. I always wanted a girl. But hearing this, it terrifies me.
Absolutely.
It terrifies me, because I too would probably have been way more strict on a girl than I was a boy. And that sounds so bad.
It's harder to get them to understand, we're doing this to protect you.
Yes, it's not that we're trying to be assholes and control your life. We truly just don't want you to be, and maybe people that don't have that kind of a background don't necessarily think about it. But when you have had some type of a background like that, absolutely, especially right now in life, I would have been terrified.
Oh yeah.
For any adult man to be around her.
Not only that, but just with, we were saying, with social media, if they're even the slightest bit insecure or antisocial, and they're getting on there and they are adding every Tom, Dick, and Harry that they don't even know, it's just a profile. They're like, oh, that's another person on my stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Just
to get those views and those likes up, and they don't know who's looking at their stuff or where it's being sent to.
Nope. Just like my photography page, I have 10,000 followers on there.
Yeah.
That's 10,000 people. I don't know 10,000 people.
Yeah.
So who's watching? And I'm grateful for all of them. I don't want to make that sound bad, but there is people on there.
Oh yeah.
So I tell people that if you don't want your child to be seen by thousands of people, then I just won't post.
Yeah.
If you want to be private, because putting them on social media is not private.
No, once it's out there, it's out there for everyone. Yes. So we were always real strict too with what kind of content you can post. For the longest time, it was don't be doing things with explicit lyrics. Don't be doing anything that's could be considered provocative dancing.
And bathing suits.
Yeah, because when you're a minor, that could be overseas in 2 seconds.
Girls, which I'm not going to say that I wasn't hot when I was 15, 16, 17 years old. I mean, I was, but I don't know. I don't think girls, they don't appreciate their bodies as girls. Yeah, they don't appreciate the body. They want to show it. They want to put it out there. And as you become an adult, you realize that is actually a prized possession.
Oh, absolutely. And
your body is something that you maybe shouldn't show. And I'm very guilty of showing mine when I was young. I couldn't get enough of it. I'm one of those girls, to be honest with you.
I was too. But granted, I was 19 when I was doing it, but still, we just always been very protective of social media. And we're like that with our son now. He got TikTok, but it's locked down with parental controls.
And it should be.
There's words filtered. That's if it has a certain word in the song or something, he can't see it. We're just on top of it, because they're just exposed to too much. I want kids to be kids, and social media does not allow them to be kids anymore.
Times have changed. Times have so changed. I said that just the other day. When I was a kid, I remember it being 10 o'clock at night. We lived on a farm. And we would be running through the cornfield and terrified, fucking terrified. Because it's pitch black out, but there's the only people that can be in the cornfield are your family, because you literally are in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, we all lived on this big, I don't know, it was like this one piece of property and everybody had their own house on it, and it was just crazy. But that's the kind of childhood that I remember. That's not the childhood kids have anymore. Like, people don't fish anymore. Like, fishing is not necessarily something that people do with their kids.
Oh, I love fishing.
Do you? Like, I go fishing in the dark.
I'm telling you.
Hey, listen, we might just totally turn this.
We're gonna have a gruff
We
road.
might totally have a girl group. I don't like my voice, but you can be the lead singer.
Oh, okay.
I love yours. I love yours. I'll be backup. I'll be like, do do do. I got it. Yeah, I can do that.
I like it.
And listen, when I get real stoned, I might go la la la. And a bestie of mine has that on film. Ashton, don't. May have been sitting at the desk here with her one day, and I was like, la la la. And I looked over and she is cracking ass up, and I was like, what? And she's like, I got that on film. And I was like, I hate you. Because I'm
Add that to the bank.
so stupid.
Go
We
ahead,
ready for another one? Let's do another one. Traveling for holidays. I love you.
I mean, there's a ton, so we'll have more.
More.
I
I can't wait. Yeah, let's stay here. Travel for holidays, something I've never done.
I fucking hate it.
You hate it?
Yes. So and this is how I'm taking that as, let's just say Christmas. We have my dad's side of the family, my mom's side of the family, his dad's side of the family, his mom's side of the family.
Yes.
Our own people, like our own
Family?
little personal family. So we have to go to like 5 different places on holidays, on all major holidays.
Right.
And it's exhausting. And I love seeing my family and I love seeing his family. That's not the point. The point is like, why do you have to go to every single place on holidays? Like, I just don't get it. I feel like it's so exhausting and you don't get to really enjoy the time with just like your family.
This might be an unpopular opinion. You ready?
Yeah.
I don't think we in this house do not worry about anybody other than the people that live in this house for Christmas. Now that is just mainly for Christmas.
Yeah. I'm
not saying that we won't see people during the day, but until we get what we want done and we're satisfied, we don't give a shit about anybody else.
I like that, and I think I like that opinion, and I have voiced that opinion to my husband a few times. But we also, of course, have like some old school relatives on all sides around that are like, you know, you should come see this person or that person, and like,
or they might not be here next year.
Yes, that kind of stuff. So then you feel bad, and you're like, okay, and then you're dragging everyone around to 50 million places, but then you get there and you feel bad because you're not eating these big meals they make because you have 4 other stops, and it's just so exhausting.
It is. I don't know an answer to that. Like I said, we just. Mike's mom and dad's really the only people we associate with strangers. We're not very good on the family train. No, we got a small family.
Small family.
No, I would love to. Mike and I talked about vacationing like on Christmas or something, but we have never ever done that. It's never been something we did. And I
would love to do that.
I would love to.
I would love to, like.
And it doesn't even have to be decorated Christmas.
No.
It doesn't have to have no presents. They didn't have to have Christmas tree.
I would love to do that. I've said that a few times. Like, instead of doing like Christmas gifts for the kids, like, let's go on like a 3-day cruise, or let's
and just
pack up
enjoy.
and go early to the beach, because we always go for Christmas every year. I said, let's pack up early and go to the beach and like
wake up and just enjoy it ourselves. Yes, we've never done that. Like, we've actually thought about that because our son's 22. We don't have any kids, and I know that Christmas is for everybody. Holidays are, but most holidays are designed around kids. Yeah, I mean, Easter's around kids, so when you don't have that, holidays are not near as fun.
And the older they get, the fun goes away.
It's not fun. So, like, Braid's 22, he doesn't really, and if he does want a present, I mean, we can afford to buy him like one, because the older they get, them presents, they get a lot more serious on the end. I'm just saying.
Yes.
You
can't get him a $5 little toy that makes music, and they're like, ah!
Yeah, like Christmas was so fun when he was little. Like we would have so many presents, like literally, and so many that he would stop opening. He'd be done.
Oh yeah.
But it was for me. I was like, get him, I love him. But yeah, I definitely think if you haven't traveled on Christmas, you should try, or a holiday, any holiday, to get away and just keep it intimate into your family.
I think that'd be awesome. I like that.
Yeah, I love that. That was a good one. What you got?
Okay, I got clothing choices and dress codes.
I love that one too. I got a few different opinions on this. One, I think that you should wear whatever the fuck you want. Body positivity is the thing.
You know what else I hate? I feel like you should wear whatever you want, because if you like how it looks on your body, you should wear it. And I absolutely hate when people say, dress your age, or you shouldn't wear that because you're a mom, or like, there's no age limit on fashion. Fashion does not have an age.
It does not. It does not. And it is what you are comfortable in.
Yes.
If you look at your reflection and you feel good, it doesn't. And anyone that's listening to this, if you are super skinny and you are afraid that your bones are sticking out, and that someone's going to judge you, don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I promise you, there's 1,000,001 people in this world that want to be you.
Oh yeah.
Want to be you, because you are so skinny and they can never be skinny, and that is all they thrive for.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone has anything negative to say about you, it is jealousy. On the other end of the spectrum, I'm going to go with someone that is very heavy. Again, if you are comfortable in your own skin, don't worry about if there's cellulite that comes through those leggings.
No.
Don't give a fuck. It's okay.
Like, I love crop tops.
I
love a crop top, and it took me forever to wear one. And I'm chunky, and I'm a mom, and I love to wear crop tops. So who cares?
Yeah, like you're not chunky.
And I'm 38. Who cares?
And I think crop tops, okay, I didn't want to call them crop tops. I wanted to call them sports bras. But in reality, they're a crop tank.
I love crop tanks. I just bought 5.
Okay, it's a crop tank, and I have one on.
Yeah, those are the exact ones I bought, just like that. And I'm going to be wearing the ball tournaments this summer.
Yes. And in summer, like, I wear that with leggings, shorts, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I have never been someone that can wear layers.
No,
it's
too hot.
I don't like to be hot. Yeah. So I wasn't upset I was a crop top wearer, but that'd be a big fat fucking lie. I am. Yeah. And again, if you're a biggin, wear a crop top.
And I feel like there is.
And if you're a littlin,
yeah,
wear a fucking crop top.
Wear what you want, and just make it appropriate for the environment you're in.
Yes.
Like that. Like if you're obviously at
don't have your titty out.
If you're at like something there's kids present, don't have like cleavage is fine, but don't have like your whole boobs hanging out or nipples, and don't have your butt cheeks out. That's it. If you're at work, same kind of rule. You have to wear.
If your cooter cleavage is real big, then you probably should get just a little bit bigger pants. But that is just goes for the camel toe.
Yeah, like it.
I've been blinded by them a time or two. Do you have one in there that says camel toe? Because I think we should talk about those.
That'd be funny. That would be funny. No, I don't. But I just don't know. I'm very opinionated about this, especially with like dress code too. Like we had a big discussion with the girls last year about it, because they finally changed the dress code for the schools where they could have like holes that were higher than the knees and shorts that weren't like to the knee, to the finger, like fingertip. Like now it's certain rules, and I'm like, that's fine, because I feel like as long as your butt cheeks, your vagina, and your boobs are covered.
And to be honest,
who cares?
With those kind of rules, with fashion. With nowadays fashion, it's hard to find.
It is hard.
It's hard to find clothes that meet the rules. Like even when I was in school, like if you have long legs, it's hard to find shorts.
That's my daughter. Her legs are like supermodel long. Like,
yes,
it's ridiculous.
Like, it is so
and
hard
her arms are long, so like
find,
she can't do fingertips. She'd be wearing boys' gym shorts.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like it would, because it's so that's kind of that's not really a rule I think that was ever, because some people, if you got short arms. You know, if you got short arms and long legs, well, then you're going to be wearing ass shorts.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Like my shirts always had to come, almost to my knee. And I'd try to like really throw them shoulders back, like it's up to here, I swear. It's all the way up to here. It's up to here. I got sent home once for wearing shorts that was too short.
I never got sent home for dress code, but my kids have been dress coded a couple of times before they changed the dress code. Because now, like, they can wear crop tops and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, because I don't know about you, but when I look at a belly button, I'm not like, oh yeah. Like, that's not... So if we teach our kids to be, not look at people just as, like, sexual beings all the time, then who cares what they wear as long as their private bits are covered.
Like, exactly.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
And wear whatever the fuck you want.
Wear whatever the fuck you want. That's me. I wear whatever the fuck I want.
I do too. I like to be a little extra in my outfits. Sometimes I get...
Like right now you are in candy pink, and I'm just saying it's perfect for you.
Thank you.
It looks really good on you.
In my Glenda moment.
Yes.
Popular.
I'm gonna be popular. Where are my fingers? Like, here we go. Also, your hair looks amazing too.
Oh, thank you. I had a speaking engagement, so I had to fix it. You know.
Well, listen, this one says THC and alcohol, and I'm gonna go ahead and just give my full-on outlook on THC and alcohol. And I don't know. I'm definitely going to make this video explicit, because when I say this, I'm going to say this first. I am not saying that you can legally buy pot in Ohio, THC, at the age of 21. But I'm going to say that I think 20s is too young to smoke pot.
I'm surprised by that.
And I want to say that for one reason. Pot does slow your body down. And I can say that because I smoke it, inhale it, eat it. I do all of it, and I have for almost 6 years. Things that you don't necessarily notice about even using pot, you don't notice. And that is, I had 10 points on my license. So I'm going to take this on a whole different route. I had 10 points on my license before I became a daily smoker. Meaning that I couldn't focus. I was constantly in a hurry. I wanted to. I was a speeder. Like when I say I had 10 points on my license, I had 10 points. Like I got speeding tickets after speeding ticket after speeding ticket. And since being a daily THC user, I have 0 points on my license.
So let me ask you this then, because you said it slows you down. So do you think the alcohol age should be higher than 21 too, since it slows you down?
I think alcohol should be legal.
I would rather, I know people that do all of it, and I really, really prefer, most of the time, the pot smokers. They're just so chill.
Well, okay.
And they function perfectly the next day. Like there's none of this groggy or hangover or sickness.
And even in the most stoned I've ever been, like the highest stoned, like I'm giggly, I'm just completely out there in an onlooker's opinion. But in my mind, I know words that I don't know.
Yeah, you're hyper-focused.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. Like if my girls would come to me and be like, well, we want to have this drink or whatever, or we want to smoke pot, I would be like, I would rather you try. I don't necessarily think that smoking is good for anybody, and I do smoke. No, I wouldn't want them to smoke
but I definitely would recommend using it as a topical ointment for any age. Like I have a cream that is a large amount of THC, also a large amount of CBD, but the THC does not only affect you internally, THC also affects you externally. So if you have muscle pain and it's tight and you rub it on the outside of your skin, within minutes you can see the swelling go away.
They use it to treat so many things, which is just unreal to me.
It is. I don't have anything negative to say. I have nothing negative to say. I wouldn't, like I said, I would not recommend it to someone that is not fully developed in their brain. And I do not think that we are fully developed until we hit 30. And I don't know if there's any scientific belief in that, or if that's just me talking bullshit, because everything in my head's bullshit. But I will say that I started smoking at later 30s. But I definitely will say that it slows you down. everything about you, it slows down your focus. I could, when I first started using it on a daily basis, I would smoke it. I could sit down at my computer and edit for a solid 8 hours without moving. Like, I just never ever lost my focus. And before, it would take me 3 months to get.
It made you more focused, but slowed your brain down to be really nailed in.
Yes, isn't that amazing? It's absolutely crazy how it affects. Now, does it affect every human the same way? Absolutely not. But
well, now you can go in and you can like just point and tell them. They'll be like, "How do you want to feel? Like, do you want to feel happy? Do you want to feel chill? Do you want to laugh? Do you need to go to sleep?" Like, they have they can develop the strains that way now.
Yes, yeah.
Which is
so
crazy.
like a sativa and THC. Sativa is your daytime. It gives you the hyper focus. It gives you the feel good, the will to do good. Sounds crazy, right? I'm just speaking from someone that smoked 3 joints today. Like, I mean, probably not 3 full ones, but definitely 1.5. Like, I usually smoke them by the house. So yeah, I too, it all reacts to your body differently. Edibles are amazing for nighttime, in my opinion, because no matter what type of edible, at the end of it, you are going to sleep very good. Edibles are very hard to dose, so if you eat one, it may put you to sleep. I can probably eat 2. 1 wouldn't do much, but my tolerance is extremely
higher than a normal person.
My tolerance is higher than normal, yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about it. As far as alcohol goes, there's only ever been one rule in this house with my child, speaking of no rules, and that was, if you drink, you call. Like,
that rule.
I don't care where you're at. I don't care what you were doing. There will be no questions. If you call me and you do not get in a vehicle, you will not be in trouble. And he has never called me, because if he drinks, he straight up texts and says, "I'm not coming home." Like, I'm drinking, but I'm not coming home. So I'll see you in the morning. And I would much rather him. That's the kind of relationship I always strive to have as a child with my parents. I never had that relationship. I never felt secure enough that I could go to them and say, "Hey, I'm doing something that is not allowed," because it was never allowed. And I just have always told him, I'm not stupid. I drank. I know you're going to do it. So just don't be dishonest with me. I don't want you to die. I don't want to get the phone call that you tried to come home because you were scared of what might happen. Because I don't know how many times I drove drunk to get home in fear that she would catch me. And I don't ever want, I never ever wanted him to do that. So my thing with THC and alcohol, THC has never ever put me in a state where I felt incapable of driving, of speaking, of doing a job, cleaning house. I've never felt incapable. But you don't have to give me very much alcohol, and I can't tell you which way's straight.
Yeah, it definitely affects your body in a way that's scary, and the fact that people, like you said, will just drive with their kids or just anything, like it's scary to me. But we have the same with our kids. Like, if you end up somewhere, we don't want you to drink while you're out, is what we say. But if you are there, call. No questions asked, we'll be there to get you. Because I never drank in high school.
Is way better than having a dead kid.
Oh, absolutely.
And realistically, if people would be more accepting of realistic lifestyles, like, if you are a child and your parents have ever drank, you're probably gonna try it. We're just in realism.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Like, I am a stoner through and through. Now, my child right now, you couldn't pay him to take it, but he would rather drink. But that's because of his job title tells him he can't smoke.
Yeah.
He can't use, and he would never go against that. My husband's the same way. So their out is drinking. But if I had the choice, I would much rather, I would provide it for them. If they had the choice to do pot or alcohol, I would choose pot anyway. And I would choose that for my kid.
And I think a lot of companies are becoming more open to it now that it's legal here too. Like, their drug screens aren't testing for marijuana anymore. Or if they are, they're doing like like levels to see like if you're high at the time of something versus like if you use
Well, I
on the
feel like
weekends.
I don't know that they can do that.
Well, I've been to a couple places where they've done levels.
They've done levels.
Mm-hmm.
So how do
for all the drugs? So like the lab will give them like a cutoff. So like this at this cutoff would be high at the time or considered high at the time. Maybe for you, like it would say high at the time, but you're not because
I feel like THC has always been, even before legalizing. THC lingers in your body. Like it takes
30
months.
days.
Yes, it takes
minimum.
months. And with a hair sample, it never leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can pick it up in a hair sample forever.
Yeah.
So it is definitely, but also for it to be called a drug, we have sensors in our brain that react to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm an herbalist. I think, I'm a naturalist. Everything's natural. Like
yeah.
I don't, but I feel like pot was put on earth for reasons, and maybe man-made medicine is just from evolution. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Like God intended pot because it helps so many things.
It does.
It helps anxiety. It helps depression. It helps eating disorders. It helps Alzheimer's patients. Like it allows you to use parts of your brain that we only use a very small part of our brain, and it allows. And I truly think that pot is one of the reasons that I was able to remember childhood trauma.
I think that probably played a big part.
Yes, it allows you. So THC is I personally have nothing bad to say about it. It's never hurt me in any way or my family.
That's awesome.
Again. And have you ever?
I've tried it. And I liked it better than drinking because, like I said, I didn't have any.
There's no repercussion.
I didn't feel bad the next day, and I didn't.
The worst thing you get with THC is a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can get a real bad migraine, but there's no nausea, there's no sickness, no and the headache is not an alcohol, because alcohol headache is strictly from dehydration.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're dehydrated, and it's a different headache.
It's awful.
Different headache. Yeah. Well, thank you. That was good. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
You're gonna thoroughly enjoy this one.
I can't. Yay!
Small town.
Drama.
Multiple businesses of the same kind.
Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, I wrote touch base on this one. There's room for all of us.
Well, I feel like it doesn't matter. It could be small town or big town. That part doesn't really matter.
Yes.
What matters is
we live in a small town.
We do live in a small town, but we could be living in Los Angeles, and this would be the same exact thing. There are only so many career things that people can do.
Yes.
So you're gonna have multiples of the same thing.
Yes.
And like you said, there's room for everyone, and everyone's a little different.
Everyone's different.
And even if they're eerily similar, you're still gonna go with who you want to go with, who you vibe with. If people enjoy you, they're gonna come back to you.
Yep.
So
you can copy. I posted this the other day. You can copy someone's work, but you cannot copy someone's talent.
Mm-hmm.
And that is I feel like people are so quick. And I want to say this. I'm a business owner. I'm a photographer, and there's multiple photographers in this town. And I feel like we all look different.
Yes.
Like everything is different. Now, is there similarities? Absolutely. But again, there's only so many ways to edit a picture.
And there's only so many places to take them.
And there's only so many places to take them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yes, it is. I do get my feelings hurt sometimes. I'm not inevitable. I am human, just like everyone else. And I feel like people think that I want to say this so loud. Pinterest.
Oh, everything's on Pinterest.
Pinterest. If you have heard of Pinterest, if you've looked at Pinterest, if you've ever went to your search engine on your phone, on a computer, and typed up senior pictures basketball, or
I do that for you all the time. I'm like, hey, I found these poses I really like. Like, can we do that?
If you've ever done that, if you have ever, no matter what your business is, I'm just going with photography because that is something that I know definitely about. But no matter what the business is, even if it's family and you're doing the same thing. Again, people, for me personally, people come to me, are my pictures good? They are. Is it my personality that wins 10-1? I feel like it. People come to me because they like me, not necessarily because my pictures look any different or better or worse than the next person. When people realize that your beauty really does come from within, they will succeed.
Oh yeah, and like you said, everything originated from somewhere else.
It did.
Like
it did.
People would send me pictures of like cakes they found online. Like, can you recreate this? Well, yeah, I'll get pretty close to it for you.
Yeah.
But it came from somewhere else originally. Like,
yeah, I didn't. This is my creation. I did it, but just there's so many people, and I tell people, anyone that comes to me for pictures, I say, if you want a certain type of picture, a style, certain posing, just get on Pinterest and screenshot some stuff that you like, and I will do my best to give you what you want, but it will be my style.
Yep.
And I can't.
Your interpretation.
I can't replicate someone's work to a T. I can't. I've tried. I'm not gonna lie. Someone's like, I love this. Can you do it? I've taken them to the same field or a similar field, and I truly can't, because no two people see the same vision in their head. No two people.
Yeah.
When I can look at a dilapidated building, and when I look at it, I can see a masterpiece. And everybody else is like, that's where you want us to take pictures at? But in the end result, they're like, I would have never picked that. Like, it looks like such a shithole.
Oh yeah.
And then at the end of the day, sometimes it just is, if all people would do that, if all of the business owners would go out and just, no matter if somebody else has done it or not, if it vibes with you, if you feel it, like, I don't know.
I just feel like everyone, I know it's your business and you don't want people to take away from your business, but like we said, if you deliver on your product and your personality, people are going to keep coming to you. Be supportive of the other people too, because they're just trying to make their way in life.
That's it. They are just trying to make their way. And if you want to be like me and it drives you crazy and you don't want to see it, on every aspect, every social media platform, there's a block button. There's a block button.
Yeah.
And if it drives you crazy to the point where you are staying up at night or finding yourself calling somebody and being like, this is driving me crazy. Why does somebody always have to copy me? Just block them. Don't watch it. Don't look at it, because the person that you copied may feel the same about you.
Yeah.
And I promise you copied somebody. Somebody sent you a screenshot and said, hey, I want you to do this for me.
Yeah, or I want you to carry this product, or I want you to,
so just know that you could be the same in someone else's eyes as the problem is in your eyes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, you could see someone else and be like, they are fucking copying me. They are doing all my work. They're trying to take it away. And in reality, where did you get the idea from?
And I feel like, let's say, okay, so you do photography, and I'm like, I think I want to start doing photography.
Yeah.
Instead of you being like, oh my god, she's trying to copy me, I've always done her pictures, she's gonna know what to do, da da da. I'm like, oh, I'm never.
Bring your camera over here, and I'll show you how to use it.
Instead of trying to like crush someone else's dream, if it's the same like concept as yours, like, why not help build them up?
If you want to be, I wish everyone in this world could have the job that they don't feel like working.
Yeah.
That they don't feel like they're working. Like, I never am at work. I make all kinds of money, but I'm never at work. Like, I never feel like I can't be myself, that I have to, I'm walking on eggshells, being around people. And if I feel that way, I don't want to be around you.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't want that vibe in my life. I don't want that. A lot. That's a lot.
It is a lot, but just be supportive of each other.
Yes, I think it is very, like I said, even if you don't necessarily want to support somebody, you don't have to run them in the ground.
Yeah.
And
if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
And I do. I say shitty stuff. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not. There's people that drive me up the fucking wall. Like people that I've tried to be nice to.
This makes me think of, I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah.
When they said Starbucks was coming to town, and everyone was going fucking batshit crazy about, oh my God, Starbucks is coming. We have a small business. They're still going to go to that small business. There's people that love to go there and sit. They love their food. They like to be in that atmosphere.
It's the atmosphere.
And then you're going to have the people that are coming off the highway or who need something through a drive-through late at night quick or something. They'll go there too.
And right there, that's it. There's two different people. There's your people that want to go in and sit down and relax and enjoy the time and the experience. And there's people that are just fucking busy, and they're like, give me the drive-thru and let me get out of town.
Yeah, and I think there's a third coffee shop coming in where they redid that building by the pub.
Oh, okay.
And no one said one word about them coming in.
Who's it?
Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it was a post on Facebook of something, but not one negative thing about it because it was a small business coffee shop.
I mean, all large businesses started out small somewhere.
Yeah.
Can I just say that?
But
all businesses start small somewhere.
You're still gonna have your people and your crowd, like.
Yes, there's people that live in our town that do not
just like both Mexicans are thriving. Toro is still thriving even though Costa's here, and they're both freaking Mexican food.
They're both Mexican food. But you know, they're different Mexicans.
They are different.
They're different. The food is different.
The food is different.
It's a different style.
Mm-hmm.
If you want casa is bring it like the plate is made. They bring you the plate already made, and Toro they bring it to you on a skillet. Like it's.
Well, and like we go for we like them for different things. Like if we know we want like the chicken and whatever plates, like we're going to Toro.
Yes.
But if we want like tacos, we're going to Casa.
Yeah.
They have those corn tortillas.
Yes.
And stuff so there's room for everyone.
There really is. Yeah. There's room for everyone, and everybody has a different vibe once in a while.
Yes.
You know, like we are huge. Me and my husband eat Toro weekly, at least once a week. And when Casa came in town, like we didn't go to Toro for probably a month. Now, did that hurt their feelings? Probably. Maybe not. Maybe they didn't notice. But you know, you don't think about that.
Yeah.
Like how many people just totally said, fuck it, we're gonna go like Casa. It's like Casa's new. But it's something new. Now I probably shouldn't say this, but we haven't been to Casa for a minute because we burned ourselves out on it. Like we went there every day, it was amazing, and we were like, no, we're done. And but Casa is our Toro is our go-to. Like it's a foundation. Like we just know that if there's nothing else good in town, we're going to Toro and it's going to be good. Like that's just one of our restaurants. Yeah. We love it. So I love you. Like this is like okay.
Look
so
how many more we have.
So good.
We just keep these.
Good. Yeah, I love. That was fantastic.
I know. I saw it and I was like, this is perfect.
This is perfect. So I wanna leave those here so when I post it I can tag things that we talked about. Things you touch base on today.
Yeah, leave them here. We'll keep these ones in your cup. We'll put your things back in your cup.
No. Leave that.
Okay.
Leave that stuff over there. We'll leave this as just I like this.
I know, I do too. Yeah. And then when we run out, we'll find more ones and fill it back up.
Or talk about them again because there may be new drama.
I mean, there might be.
Like we'll take them all out and then we'll put them all back in and we'll just do it again. We'll be like, do we have anything different to say about? Do we have anything different to say about this one this time? That was a lot of fun.
It was fun. I liked it.
I felt like you didn't get to talk much.
No, I felt like I talked too.
Will you tell me to shut up sometimes?
I mean, I will if you want me to. Well, I feel like I tend to just jump in when I have something to say, but I also like to listen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Definitely jump in. I need people to know that.
Oh, I'm not afraid to. I'll cut you off.
I love you so much. Like, this has been outstanding. Like, so much fun. All right, so I'll see you again next week. Or maybe later this week. Are you leaving
maybe
next
later
week?
this week, but not next week, because next week we'll be at the beach.
Oh!
I know. Softball trip.
Oh my God. I wonder if we could go live.
I don't know, maybe.
On YouTube. I can go live on YouTube. Could you join?
If it'll let me, yeah.
That would be amazing. Do you have a YouTube?
No. But I can make one.
I feel like
if you need me to.
I feel like you need to go ahead and just make your YouTube. You don't have to do anything on it, but I feel like we could go live on YouTube. Just chit chat with people. I have 100 followers on there now. So listen, guys, I will say, if you ever think that you're famous because you have 100 followers on YouTube, you are. You are famous to those 100 people.
That's right.
Yep. I can't believe I got 100 followers.
That's
That's,
awesome.
that's like 10 million to me.
I don't know if I have a YouTube.
I
I've gone live on
YouTube-
TikTok, but I've never.
I feel like we can do TikTok. We can go live on TikTok.
Yeah, I've got
And you can combine, right?
Yeah, you can join in on
Yes, okay. Yes, we'll do TikTok.
Okay.
So yes, you let me know next week when you have just a little bit of free time and we'll go live on TikTok and just shoot the shit.
Sounds good.
So good. That sounds so,
I like
so much fun. Yes. And then, because you're pretty big on TikTok.
I wouldn't say big, but
Well, I mean, you got
I got a good following.
you got a little following on there.
I love
So-
following. Got
so
a lot of
you-
likes.
Yeah. So you
Get a lot of stuff sent to me, which is nice.
do you?
Except for my husband's pissed. He's like, you gotta clean the table off. There's so many packages and I haven't opened them. He's like, you gotta clean the table off.
So you get
Like, I got 3 today. I got
love
3
that.
packages today. I was like, one of them, have you seen cakes on there? I'm really excited to try this.
I ordered them.
I
Okay.
I didn't have to order them, thank God, because I
They
wanted to
sent
try
you-
it. They sent them to me, and I was glad because we're going to the beach, and I'm like, I'm not wearing bra while we're down there. I'm gonna stop and little cakes on, see how it does.
No, I ordered me a set. They hired me to make videos, but I got so many fucking half-assed jobs around here. I don't know which one. This one's one of my favorites.
Mm.
Like my podcast is probably
fun.
it's one of my favorites. I love to talk.
I like it too. It's
And
fun.
I feel like so far it's been really accepting. Like I've had people that just come or want to come back and
Look at that sweet little baby.
oh, he's so cute. Listen, I'm a firm believer that people that look alike are meant to be together, and you and him look alike.
Everyone says that, and then
You
they
do.
ask if all of our kids are like all of ours, and I'm like,
They are, but they're not biologically. But
yeah,
they are.
but they are.
But
But
they could
everyone
be.
thinks they look
Yes,
alike. Yeah,
yeah,
everyone
they do.
thinks they look alike.
Yep, they do. They do, absolutely. Beautiful.
Can you see his sweet little face?
He said, oh, he done.
He went away.
He done went away. He gonna be like, bitch, what are you doing?
Quit showing me on there. There he is.
There he is. He's so cute. He's so cute. All
Yeah,
right,
he's
guys.
probably like, what? Why are you on Redondo?
What if? Would you get away from Des? Des, you're not keeping her. Well, what you don't know won't hurt you, Justin.
Right.
All right. I love you so much. Thank you for coming.
you.
I can't wait till we continue this on. I'm not going to read them. I'm going to leave them in there.
Don't peek
No,
at him.
no,
so
I
we're
don't.
all like,
So yeah, so
Shocked.
I love the shock. I love the shock. It's good. Those are fantastic.
I know.
So much fun. All right, we'll talk to you next week. Have a great night. Bye bye.